Have you ever had someone correct your behavior? Maybe you were being too loud or crazy. Maybe you were picking on someone just a little too hard. Either way, someone else came and told you to stop. Although you knew you were wrong, your first thought was, how dare they? Who do they think they are, correcting me? Instead of admitting your guilt or apologizing for your actions, you just justify yourself. Pharaoh acted the same way in the book of Exodus. Pharaoh is a god. He believes he is the descendant of the sun, chosen to rule Egypt. In fact, he thinks he's more than just any god. He is the greatest of the gods, able to enslave whoever he wants, do whatever he pleases. No one else's gods can stand before him or his army. Then Moses and Aaron came. What comedians they are, demanding that he free his slaves? No, never. Funny joke, nothing more. What's that? The comedians are returning? I guess increasing the slaves' workload wasn't enough, especially if they have time to write more jokes. At least this should be entertaining. Moses, the former prince, doesn't even speak. Instead, he has his brother Aaron speak for him. Let my people go, he says. What a joke! At least show me a miracle. Maybe it will convince me that your God has some power. At that moment, Aaron throws his staff on the floor and it turns into a snake. Quite an impressive trick. I snapped my fingers and my magicians did the same. As his snake devoured my magician's serpents, I shrugged. I have magicians and jesters. You may leave, and I will not let your people go. After a while, they returned with the same demand, wanting to worship their God in the desert. Like I will fall for that. Sounds like an excuse to get out of work. Then they struck the Nile, and it turned into blood, making the land stink with the odor of dead fish. Frogs came out of the Nile and invaded my palace. I woke up, stepped on a frog. I sat down on my throne, only to feel a frog go squish. Ooh, this is gross. Cheap tricks, but gross. Moses, I will let your people go. Suddenly, the frogs went away. Perfect! I am God! I do not need to bow to another. So I changed my words. I will not let your people go. Ha! Take that! Next, things intensified. Gnats blocked out the light of the sun. Flies came biting my men. Our livestock died. Sores began to grow on our skin. Ice fell from the sky in the desert, killing whoever and whatever was out in the field. Our crops destroyed by the hail, and then locusts afterwards. My men faltered. When Moses shows his face, my nobles tremble. My magicians say that these things are more than just tricks. They are the hand of God. But I am God, you fools! The Hebrews are slaves. Their God can't protect them. I am the descendant of the sun. I provide the light of the day, just as my father before me and my son after me. I am God. Then Moses came again. He raised his arms to the sky and the sun went black. Like a crawling mist, darkness covered my land. My people starving, my wealth diminished, my power failing. I commanded Moses to stand before me. You may go and worship your God. Moses responds by demanding that I provide the few cattle I have left to sacrifice to his God? What audacity! I am Pharaoh! I am God! You do not make demands of me! I do not sacrifice to other gods. Now leave me! My cowardly advisors trembled as Moses begins to leave. And then he pauses and says, "At midnight tonight, every firstborn will die, from the noble born in your house to the slave on the street. This is what the Lord says. Let my people go." "Never! I am Pharaoh. I am God. You have no power here. I am great. The gods of Egypt are powerful. Your God is nothing." But midnight came. The silence of the night was broken by wail after wail of mothers finding their sons dead. But no foreign god has power in my palace. I walked to my son's room to watch this Hebrew god fail, only to find my son lifeless, laying dead before me. But I'm supposed to be God. I'm supposed to be greater. But this. Leave! Moses, take whatever you need. Worship your God. He is too powerful for me. Just leave. I do not want to see a single Hebrew here in the morning. Now, leave.
Thank you for watching. Consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with a friend.